We are a go.
Are we live?
Ground control to Major Tom. Check ignitions and put your helmet on.
Strange start.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Is this the David Bowie Memorial?
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the most professional and yet incoherent podcast on the internet.
And the Slightly Poorly podcast.
Yeah.
Just a teeny tiny touch poorly.
Welcome to No Laughing Matter.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm Dom.
I'm Jack.
Every episode is someone's first episode.
That's true, and I always think that this could be someone's first time on the internet as well.
Oh, brilliant!
Because people join the internet. Do you join the internet? Get onto the internet.
Connect to the internet.
They connect. That's the word. For the first time, every day, somebody new connects to the internet, and you got to think, well, what's the first thing they stumble across? And I like to think that for at least one person, it could be us.
We are on StumbleUpon.
We actually on StumbleUpon.
We are on StumbleUpon. So
my God, I haven't been. Is that still a thing? I haven't been on that website.
I don't know.
In years.
Again, I haven't really checked anything about that, but
we're so famous.
We are on Stumble. Yeah, not that we want to blow. You know, we've been away for a while. Famous. We've come back and gone, hey, we're kind of a big deal now. So they could have. A friend's gone, hey, get on the internet, try this StumbleUpon thing, and we pop up.
I like that. I'm actually having a look at StumbleUpon now. You've brought a blast from the past.
So how are you doing?
Me? Or are you talking to the audience? Because we could be here a while.
We've not done this for.
I'm doing
a heck of a long time.
I'm acceptable.
Should we call this open cast? And should we level? 2016 has been fucking.
2016 has been trying.
Yeah, I mean that noise I think sums up how I feel about 2016. The past few months have been really great, but the academic year of 2016.
I think this year kind of so much has happened that it's hard to kind of get it into perspective and think what happened when. It's like everything's just lumped into 2016 to the point where if something bad happens, you're like 2016, year of misery, year of death.
I think that there have been more lows than highs this year.
Yeah, I understand that every year, celebrities die, bad things happen, but for some reason this year it's just been brought to the forefront of people's minds and to the point where they're just expecting bad things to happen.
I mean, let's keep it light. This is supposed to be a sort of, somewhat humorous internet radio show.
We're here to make you face your mortality.
But I feel if we do nothing other than break the fourth wall of this podcast.
Yeah. I think it's been a tough year, but for me personally, the highlight is I always watch at the end of the year the screen wipe, the Charlie Brooker summary of the year, and I just think that is going to be. They'll probably do like a 3-hour special.
We should watch that together.
We should
actually watch that together
because it's kind of you watch it and think and like the big fat quiz of the year, they do that as well. They get all the celebrities out and like, hey, this happened this year. I read something on the internet that said in the future, if ever you're in a pub quiz and the question starts in what year, the answer is 2016 because everything has happened.
Yeah.
2 elections, multiple stuff going on. But look on the bright side. I think there's a lot of good material that Charlie Brooker will use and that we can use.
For
let's
the sake
get in
of that
there
hour.
first.
Well, this is the thing. I'm putting it out there. 2017. It's going to be the aim low year.
Do you think it is?
Well, it was going to be 2016.
But nature said no.
Yeah, exactly. The universe spoke louder than we did.
I would like to go back and listen to our podcast at the end of 2015 and see what our thoughts were. And we probably said then, 2016 Aim Low Pro. It's going to be the year.
We had the live show.
Was that this year?
It was 2015. The end of September 2015, I think.
Was that the live show? Was it?
That was the live show.
My God.
And that was
fun.
Yeah, but we are going to bring that back. So if you missed that live show...
Are we actually bringing it... This is how you tell me? We're doing another one?
Yeah, well, I don't know...
Come on, commit.
Okay.
Commit.
So, all I'm going to say
Go on record,
all I'm going to
Senator.
say, we've broken some ground.
Have we?
And there might be a way to sort of do it semi-regularly.
Live podcasts?
Semi-regularly.
How semi?
Important business.
Come on, you're offering teasers and I want details.
We're looking. It's going to be a great job. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be tremendous. But I can't tell you what I'm. No. So pending negotiations
with me because I know nothing.
There might be a way.
Will my contract get renegotiated?
As in,
will I have one?
The fourth wall's hopefully going to come back. We've all just been really busy with.
Can we do fourth wall versus aim low?
We didn't really do verses. I was thinking about that with the other live show.
We did the better podcast on the day. I brought gifts. I had props.
This
when you make a podcast visual, you make the most
eating its own tail.
Yeah.
But
when
where
you
we
make
just talk about
you make the most of your medium. I bought props. I brought things that people could see and enjoy, and also that means you've got to go to the live show to get the full enjoyment.
Absolutely. So. And I think what worked really well was we were brilliant.
Mm-hmm. We were brilliant.
Brilliant kind of first act because
highlights of the show, everything.
We always have to because it's just the two of us. And we are very funny, very witty individuals.
So we're told.
2017. Here we come. Check us out on Stumble Upon.
I'm going to keep stumbling until I find us.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's going to be like that first advert we did years ago that pops up. Anyway, we were brilliant first set. But the fourth wall always runs on just a group of people together having that kind of chat, if you see what I mean. So it doesn't... We often have to put more work in, which means we sometimes yield the higher result. Oh yeah, second problem.
2016.
Yeah, breaking the fourth wall, not the other. Wow,
let's break the pod.
Yeah.
That could be the name of our live show. We will break the fourth wall.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, it's just creativity, just spewing.
Podcast high five.
Yeah,
that was kind of good. So we think there's some kind of drilling furniture moving on going next door. So we may have.
That's a good point, actually. Side note. Because we normally start these with an update of where we're casting from.
Oh shit, Birmingham still, kind of.
No, but this is like house number 6 for me since we started this.
Yeah, it's weird.
So we've casted pretty much around most of the Midlands and South at this point.
Yeah.
So this is another new house for me. This is Dom's first time here.
Yes, I haven't been to this one yet.
Yep, so...
I'm here, it feels like a layover. Does that sound really weird? Because I sort of arrived quite late in the day yesterday.
Yeah.
Stayed last night. And I'm leaving a little bit later on.
Yeah.
So it feels a bit... Because normally when I come and visit, we get comfy. We settle in. You often don't work,
I often don't work.
It's when you're not working and I'm not working. And so we're very busy professional people.
Absolutely. And, it's...
It was like, how long we're going to have to wait for that to finish?
Should I wait for it to pass?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to.
So
there we go. Go for it.
Interesting question. I'd like to know what work they're doing next door.
Should we go round? Should we guerrilla journalism?
We were watching Grand Designs. Maybe they're doing a Grand Design.
Next door?
Yeah, maybe Kevin McAllister.
Just wandering through.
Yeah.
I'm here in Stourbridge. The answer...
They're looking to convert a 3-bed semi-detached into an airplane. So yeah, new house, new podcast.
But on their budget of 4 cat's teeth, it's going to be a bit of a stretch. Duncan says he's going to be doing a lot of the work himself. Yeah, I did a course in air design, so I think I could maybe blow through this wall.
I drew the plans myself. It looks a bit like a picture of a dog, but they're definitely plans.
It's on the back of a Namdo's napkin.
Yeah, we don't have now.
Anyway, I'm sure whatever
Big John's
they're doing next year is next year.
Next door.
They're going.
See, we're so future looking. It's next door, next year.
Yeah.
But the live show, I'm really excited to hear
see.
that.
We'll see. I mean, if that doesn't happen, I apologise, but we're committing to it.
Don't do that. Don't
it's going to happen.
Bait it and then pull it away. It will happen.
You want to say?
Even if I have to actually do something this time, I will make it happen.
Yeah. Oh, so, big shout out to Eleanor Sharkey though. Of Shark Attack, which you should be watching on the YouTube channel.
I thought we weren't allowed to advertise other podcasts other than our own.
Well, we're not.
What if people are just going to switch off? Like, Shark Attack. Just go and see what that's all about.
It's all the same for me.
Yeah, it's all the gold lining in your jacket.
Yeah, exactly.
It?
Yeah,
but I watched that Shark Attack. I like it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, she was amazing on the day. She did. She literally. You were getting ready to die. Your soul was getting ready to leave via vomiting and everything else. True.
And on the live podcast,
she was,
I was suffering.
It was like her and Jesus Christ.
It's like podcasting in the haunted house, isn't it?
We should do Paranormal Activity, the podcast. What was that?
No, we'll just be sat
Oh my
here
god, that door is totally moving itself.
What? Really? Oh yeah, I kind of believe that. It'd just be like you have your camera recording this and the timestamp in the bottom just going up in hours.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone really pulled their weight, but Matt Rawlings and Eleanor Sharkey, the stars of the day.
Thanks. I'm glad I turned up now. I bought gifts.
So, yeah, but we did a lot of the clown. We got the applause of the packed house that we had.
We did, yeah. Was it 2 standing ovations or 3?
It all blurs into one for me,
Once the Coke hit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very hard to tell.
But the unsung heroes were those 2.
Okay.
That we're going to talk about over a year later. But that's fine.
Never late to the party with your thanks,
exactly.
are you?
Nope.
So yeah, I'm really hyped about that live podcast.
Yeah, I feel like if you put these things, if you put these things out there.
Just to clarify, you spilt tea on my bed.
Yeah. We're not in bed. We're sat on the bed in your new bedroom.
Well, we kind of in.
I wanted to steal a format that I saw somebody else do, and put a GoPro on the ceiling and do like pillow talk. So if you want that, like and subscribe and comment, and I'll make that happen. Even if we're not here.
Hashtag like for like.
I'll make that happen. Yeah.
Get us on Snapjam and Instaflaps. But
Go on. Yeah.
No, I was just saying. Everyone pulled their weight on the day, but let's stop looking in the past. Like we say, 2016 is nearly done with. That was actually 2015, so way to stay relevant. But let's get another one done. Let's get it done. For ticket information.
Hold your breath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to your house. I'll wait for further instructions.
If you'd be interested on possibly hearing more about the possibility of perhaps doing a live podcast, like, share and subscribe.
Yeah, brilliant.
So yeah, we're coming towards the end of 2016 now, and like you said at the start, it's been a bit of a rough one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still stumbling upon trying to find us desperately just to see my name in lights.
You what? Maybe I'll put us back up there and just keep.
But we should kind of
look
look
at new stuff.
The thing is, like, 26. Not only has it been such a down year that even John Lewis and the John Lewis Christmas advert. Now everyone kind of knows the story with the John Lewis Christmas advert. It's like how many people can we make cry? Normally it is, but even they've kind of realised that we need to kind of perk people up now. So they've done this real feel good.
I hate to be. I don't like the new John Lewis. I've never been a fan of the John Lewis Christmas ad.
It's because you hate nice things.
That's kind of true.
Yeah.
That's why we work solely in an audio medium.
Yeah. Cute animals on a trampoline.
Yeah. Well, I just think they did one year that was kids opening really expensive Christmas presents, and it was like bringing the joy back to Christmas.
That's a throwback, isn't it?
I thought I liked that one, and then ever since then they've been.
You like the expensive presents, but then it got too arty.
Which wasn't something I thought I'd ever say.
But I think we do need to try and see the good in 2016 as well. I mean, you could kind of look at the headlines and think, oh, this has been terrible. But, like, a lot of good things have happened as well. Even like on a local level, and, people have got married in 2016, they've had the birth of a child, so they've got to feel good about that. Mm-hmm. So we've got to try and bring some positivity back to 2016.
We're back to picky. I think the reason 2016 has been so bad is we've not been able to call it how it is. We've not been at the front of all these problems people need their answer to and their humour from.
So
you are looking at kitchen utensils on
I am.
Stumble Upon.
I meant to find some good news stories, but
well, we thought we could do that, and instead we got your wife to do it.
But to her credit, she only found one and then she gave up.
Okay, brilliant.
So,
2017, here we go. Steamrolling. Choo choo.
Local good news stories. Here we go. So my theory was that, like I say, are
we Googling this now? We don't have any prepared. We're just going to Google local.
I said to you an hour ago, do you want to do some preparation or research?
I did say no.
And you were there with like your cigar in your mouth, just like, no.
Just get it out there. They don't care.
Here we are. Positive story. Happy News 2016. That's where we need to
Let's do it.
So yeah, I mean, this is my thought. I don't want 2016 to go down in history as like the year from hell. I think there has to be some good, something we can redeem it from.
And we are speaking personally. If you've had a good 2016, comment, let us know.
Yeah, comment, like, subscribe, and hashtag.
Yeah.
Like, the German coalition agrees to cut carbon emissions by up to 95%. But they're going to do that by 2050. So,
fantastic.
Okay. Volunteers in Singapore join forces to knit warm clothing for poor Thai children.
That's really cool. I love that.
A baby was shot in the womb at 8 months. Doctors saved him.
Jesus. Wow.
I kind of
twist.
Yeah, but that's not good news. That's like bad news, and then undoing the bad news. It's like it would have been better news.
That's good news.
If you would have said like
a win is a win.
8-month-old, unborn baby not shot. That's good news.
But that happens every day. So why are we more happy?
Exactly. Bullied teens pushed to put kindness ahead of good grades. Let's find out more. See, this is what you need. You need. You look at millennials, the dirty word millennials, who just sit at home and tweet each other things. And you're technically I'm a millennial, but you're more of one. So what do they do?
What do we do? Yeah. I'm not your average. But then again, I think like it is. So Billy Connolly talks wonderfully about.
The Scottish man.
The segue, yeah.
I was thinking of Billy, who sang like, why are you going to play that song so loud?
No. We went to the Edinburgh Festival this year, and that was awesome. But while I was in Scotland, I rewatched his series on Scotland, where he does a world tour of Scotland, and it's brilliant, really good television. And he talks wonderfully about missing the stuff in his youth, and he's saying like, those days were better, blah blah blah. And he talks I can't do it any justice, but he talks wonderfully about then discovering that he doesn't miss the old things, he misses his youth.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, and he's romanticised all the things attached to it.
Okay.
I think millennials is kind of the opposite of that, of people kind of, because they're not millennials.
Angry millennial next door.
Because they're not, because of people referring, I don't feel millennials self-identify as millennials, as we were very keen to step back and go, whoa, well, you're more of a millennial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those, it's like baby boomers, Generation X. It's kind of, it's labels that other people have given them, but you kind of you lump it in with like students and I say students, young people,
filthy students
who spend more time looking at their phones or interacting, and
podcasting,
the Pokemon Go generation. But anyway, we digress.
We're just naming all of those things so we can put them in the hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag
Pokemon Go.
That's big right now, isn't it?
Exactly.
So I found a good news that like bullied teens push to put kindness ahead of good grades. I was like,
the word push, are they?
Well, I've kind of just skim read it.
Are they looking for a pun in that?
In the short, broad strokes of it is, there's this girl. She fell down the stairs. She had a badly bruised face.
Oof.
She posted a photo of herself on Snapchat saying that she'd been hurt. It became a source of torment amongst fellow students. This isn't the feel-good.
Yeah, well, you got to have the the.
She felt really embarrassed and hurt. Oh, she left her school. Bit of an overreaction. Okay. Made her feel like crap.
Well, no, but I can imagine
she started to stutter.
With the internet, I can imagine. I know people talk about like, online bullying isn't a thing, and like just switch the computer off. But when in our day, when you were bullied, you were just bullied at school. If you see what I mean. But I can imagine now coming home and having that world kind of invade home life, because the internet's very much part of home life.
They started screenshotting photos and making private group chats and spraying them around. They were laughing about how I felt and looked. I'm actually, the more I read this, the more I kind of disagree. So she's currently doing school at a distance.
Right.
So she's now distance schooled, speaking with a psychologist. She wrote a book which helps parents have a conversation with their children about bullying.
That's really cool.
And then it kind of ends. So
no, I think her writing the book is the really cool thing. To be like,
but she was bullied at school, so she left school and is distance schooling.
Well, yeah, because
that's not really
for her. She's gone through a tough time, but she's
but that's not. I
she's reaching
consider that a success.
No, I know the title is misleading.
Yeah, it's just like she puts kindness ahead of good grades, but still left school.
This is one where had we done research, we might have left this one out.
I don't know. Yeah, we should have read it. New Zealand town builds underpass for penguins.
Builds underpass so they can shoot penguins as they come out the other side.
Hashtag penguins. Apparently loads of them got killed, so they decided to build a tunnel.
That's really cool. In Australia?
Yeah.
Do Australia get...
No, New Zealand, sorry.
New Zealand. Oh. But still.
It was a really strange picture of penguins on a beach. It looks like Madagascar, like a live version of it.
So, being a filthy millennial, I was in a band at school.
Were you?
I was.
I can trump that.
Well, you can trump what exactly? Go
on. I was a manager of a band at university.
If only we'd known each other back then.
I know, we could have done great
How did that managing of a band work out?
We never did any gigs.
So the point I was bringing
we
that
wrote
up,
half a song.
I wasn't just
and then we just split up.
Showing off. But we were the leaders of the band. I wasn't really. I was just I used to play saxophone, and then.
Did you used to play saxophone?
Not a lot of songs.
Could you play Baker Street?
I could actually. Not a lot of songs need saxophone, so I also ended up playing bass guitar.
Well, it's a natural transition.
And I bought that bass guitar from you that you had. You remember?
Do you still have that? Did you lend it back to me and I sold it?
But I think the Battle Bear, who are kind of the band at uni, who are actually really good, they're using it, and so I feel like that's my contribution to the music scene. But we called ourselves the Desert Penguins.
Okay.
Which I think was a sort of Arctic Monkeys reverse.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. It's clever, I guess.
So we had lots of pictures of penguins on a desert. Photoshop, that one was a real one. If only we had that image, we could have taken off in a way that most cover bands normally.
Well, absolutely. You know, if I hear desert penguins, I want to see desert penguins.
Show me more.
Anyway, some more good news for you, because I want to I want to lift some emotions.
Yeah.
A janitor in America, he vacuums sweet images into school carpeting for the kids to find.
Hey,
so
that's really cool.
Ron Munsey, he's a nighttime janitor at Peter Woodbury School in Bedford, New Hampshire. He was tickled by the school's new shaggy rugs and became a carpet artist. Using his vacuum, Ron started vacuuming shapes and pictures into the rugs for the kids to find, including Charlie Brown, the White House, a Red Sox logo, and a witch for Halloween. So there's a video that I'm not going to watch because I kind of, I feel I've painted the picture pretty well.
Yeah, and it's a carpet, if you will.
It's good news, but I'm realising how negative I actually am, and he's kind of just doing half a job.
You're more cynical than when we started.
Well, I feel worse by looking at good news. But if my kids are going to a school, and the school's got to be clean, and this guy's only vacuuming half the carpet because he wanted to do a picture of J-Lo or something.
Your Honour, in the man's defence, I imagine he's hoovering the whole carpet, but then into the what do you call it? Like the shag of the carpet?
Yes, yeah.
But is that to do with the way it lies?
The grain?
The grain, yeah. He's hoovering. He's then going, when you...
Like
grass
or something.
Yes, yeah. He's then just pushing against the grain of the shag rug.
Why does he have time to do that?
Well, because
it's a carpet.
Works at night.
It's a carpet in the middle of a school. The first kid will see it, think, "Oh, that's nice. We can walk across it."
Yeah, I know.
It seemed okay.
Good things aren't built to last.
All right. Well, let's try something else. Here we go. Airline passengers provide heartwarming Halloween fun for daughter. Well, heartwarming's in there, and that's the only reason I read it.
The tone of your voice is going down decibels.
It begins with a tweet. OMG, my heart is exploding right now. Dad of the year just passed out candy to everyone on the flight so his 3-year-old could trick or treat.
Oh, that's quite sweet.
So trick or treating. Okay, Halloween's not...
Bit of gone, stay topical.
So I'm teaching my son not to speak to strangers and not to accept sweets from strangers.
Right.
Except one night a year. When it's encouraged.
When he should bang on the door of every
Yes,
house locally.
he should knock on strangers' houses and ask for food.
But only if he's wearing an elaborate disguise.
Yeah, of course. It's basically teaching him thievery.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, they're giving it to him.
I'm not against trick-or-treating, but we had a lot this year.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I've never had any trick-or-treaters come to
all these houses we've got around gesturing out the window.
Yeah.
All these houses are like families, so they've got the young kids. So we had quite a lot. And we bought like a lot of sweets, and they started to run out and got a little panicky.
And then all the lights went off.
And it's fine because at the beginning you're in the spirit of it. You open the door the first couple of times, you're like, oh, look at you. What are you supposed to be? Oh, you're a Frankenstein. Oh, here, I'll have some in this bucket, sweets.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And you enjoy that the first couple of times. But then after like the 10th or 12th time, you think, well, you see it for what it is. It's like these are kids who just... And some of them don't make a lot of effort. They put... white top on and sprat some ketchup on it. It's like, what are you supposed to be? Like, whatever mummy dressed me as. And you're like, well, thank you for coming to my house and showing me your terrible effort. Have some things that I bought with my own money, which I have to work hard for. And I'm not against trick-or-treating, I'm just against...
We need an intervention cast to really pick you up.
Yeah. Wow, this is not a positive one. So basically, this dad had like little bags of candy, gave it to everyone on the plane with a little note saying, my kid wants to go trick-or-treating.
But we're travelling.
Yeah, if you want to trick-or-treat, here's some sweets. Just basically give it back to her.
Oh, that's quite sweet.
I would be tempted to take the sweets and pretend I never got them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, when that kick on.
Sorry. I tell a lie in that I used to live in the charming St Paul's district of Bristol.
Okay.
So I was there for a couple of Halloweens. We never really got any interest. Although I did want to keep a bucket of water above the door, the window above the door, just in case we needed to, but we did get one set of trick-or-treaters. And I went to the door in mostly normal clothes, but with a V for Vendetta mask on and an actual axe we had.
Oh, a real axe.
And opened the door, and these kids they did not enjoy that experience. Please can we have a friend? That was quite fun. I felt like frightening the life out of them on Halloween was actually...
Because I've given you the gun now, haven't I? The BB gun.
Oh yes, I have that, yeah.
So you have that to use.
But, no, we didn't get any this year in Bath. But we don't live in a very family-orientated area. It's lots of young professional couples. You are... The frown on your face is getting more and more thorough.
The more I...
What have you found?
Okay, a man who walks 10 hours for work every day was given a sweet surprise by his co-workers.
He was fired?
Save your legs, you're fired. So it's Ruby Tuesdays. If you live in America, you may know what that is. I'm not... He's a cook there, so restaurant perhaps.
Maybe? Fast food?
What? Hang on. Okay. He was able... So, alright, I'll read it, and then I've got some maths problems with this. When the Ruby Tuesdays, where Kevin Finley worked, was shut down, he wasn't able to find another job in the area, so he continued being a cook at another branch 9 miles away from home. Since Kevin didn't have a car, however, he had to walk 10 hours a day for the round-trip 18-mile journey. So, 18 miles, 10 hours. That means he's walking at less than 2 miles an hour.
Okay.
So average walking speed is 4 miles an hour, like, roughly. That's a good walk. So he's basically...
Yeah, but I think...
So it says he's 10 hours from work. He's just ass-dragging. He could do that in half the time.
Maybe it's the average of all the trips. And you're always slower walking home than you are.
Well, what does he do? It's like walking and then just having to sit down every half hour. Anyway.
Also, you've got to pace yourself if you're doing that every day.
Okay. His new co-workers at the restaurant didn't find out about his strenuous trek until about 3 months after he'd started working there. And what? Kevin supposedly, it actually says here, supposedly, has a sunny, cheerful attitude and never complains about his circumstances. Again, supposedly, evidence required, citation needed.
Did you write this article? He supposedly is always cheery.
The workers started driving him home while they were secretly raising money through a GoFundMe campaign to buy the 30-year-old cook a car. In 17 days, the restaurant raised £8,000 for him. He still needs to take his road test to get his licence. When he does, the first thing he plans on buying is a truck with insurance and setting aside some money for repairs.
Nice.
Is it though?
Can I solve all of his problems? Really
so quickly? Instead of finding a job that's more suitable, he decides, well, I'm just going to drag my ass.
Poison the planet.
I'm just going to, exactly, convenience.
But
so he's spending twice as long as is necessary to walk to work, which is pointless. And not only are his sorry, the violin.
You took the headphones off, so you didn't have to hear yourself cough.
I don't want to be responsible for any spikes in audio.
Yeah.
So his co-workers are driving him home, which is more than enough. He's only been there 3 months. I mean, in my job, I don't consider somebody as actually an employee until they've been there a year. You know, I after 3 months, I might learn their name.
Okay.
But so they drive him home, and I think, you know what? We should give this man money because restaurant workers are famed for having too much money.
Well, no, it was a fun thing. I don't know.
It wasn't a fun thing to do. It was ridiculous.
So
if I all of a sudden stop getting the train to work and start walking to Birmingham from here, and I say to my boss, "Oh, it's taking me like 10 hours a day road trip," do you think she's going to raise some money for me? She'll say, "Just get the train, or just sort it out, you jerk. Stop bringing your problems and making them mine."
Well, you work for a bank.
Well,
who aren't known to be
an unnamed bank,
particularly
which will remain nameless.
Charitable. Isn't it in your contract that you can't talk about your work?
Yeah, I can't advertise.
Okay. So it's a bank.
Yeah, it could be a bank. It could not be a bank.
Oh,
it could be a food bank. Who knows?
You work somewhere.
I have a job.
Yeah. I think if for like $1,000, if they bought him a motorized skateboard, have you seen those?
The motorised skateboards?
Yeah.
Like the Segways?
No. They're boosted boards. You stand on them.
Hoverboards.
No, it's not a hoverboard.
It's a hoverboard.
It's a long skateboard, 4 wheels, and you have a remote, and it just zooms you along.
I like that.
Wouldn't that be so much more fun?
Yeah, but my colleagues aren't going to buy me one just because I'm not smart enough to find a better job or a better way to work.
Anyway, after you've been there 3 months.
Let's get some rapid fire headlines. Mother honours her stillborn child by donating 16 gallons of breast milk.
16 gallons. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of rice pudding.
That's hard work. And also, that stuff doesn't keep, I don't think. Anyway, so there's that. I mean, this website, goodnewsnetwork.org.
It's not necessarily... They haven't paid us for this glowing endorsement you're giving.
I expected more. The website, goodnewsnetwork.org/uplift/inspiring.
Wow.
Are you inspired?
A lot of pressure.
Police officer sees woman swerving in the road, so he buys her dinner.
Click on that.
Out.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you like to know more?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. We know that a police officer's job is to protect and serve, but protect and serve dinner?
Who wrote this article?
I don't know.
Let me tweet at them right now, just for that one pun.
So it's Officer Emmanuel Dodge.
Good for him.
On Interstate 10 in Florida. If you know that particular Interstate 10,
comment,
share,
subscribe.
Comment, subscribe. He noticed an erratic driver driving erratically ahead of him.
He noticed an erratic driver.
I may have read that incorrectly.
Who then was driving erratically.
Amidst their swerving, the mysterious driver almost sideswiped a truck. So Officer Emmanuel decided to pull him over. It was a little old lady driving from Texas to Florida. When she insisted she was fine, Emmanuel offered to buy her dinner, since she apparently had not eaten since lunchtime. There's no reason for it, though. There's nothing wrong with this woman. I mean, that's the picture of her. She doesn't look particularly old, either.
How would we describe? I'd say she's 50s.
Well,
maybe slightly older, 60s?
Older, yeah, 60s, maybe. She walked out and tried to offer me some money, Emmanuel wrote on Facebook, but I told her I couldn't accept it because it's a part of my job. So she asked if I would accept a hug, and I told her I would do that. The moral of the story is, if we look out for each other, this would be a better country. This would be a better country if police officers did their job.
I'm thinking
and
he
actually
must have
pulled over and arrested people who were a danger on the road.
He must have taken a lot of time out of his shift having dinner with this woman instead of listening to calls and so on.
Yeah, but she hadn't eaten since lunch and he bought her dinner. That's probably a few hours.
Yeah.
She was driving erratically. She nearly hit another car. She nearly endangered another person's life. It's like, you know what? I'm going to buy you some food.
Yeah. I'm supposed to give you a ticket, but how would you like a hot meal?
Actually, it was the nearby Waffle House, and he waited in his car for her to finish.
Rather than...
This is strange.
We're really struggling. I mean, we thought it would be easy to find good local news stories from this year, but maybe it has been.
Well, local to America, I guess. But... Yeah. See, I'm starting to wonder, maybe I'm just too cynical. Maybe I'm not seeing the good in this.
I mean, I suppose it's nice that he's taking the time out rather than.
Okay. World's longest marriage ends in husband's death. Wife said it was blessing to be married. Again, go to Good News Network /uplift/inspiring. I think I've had. You know what?
That was honestly her response. Just.
Yeah, it was inspiring.
Jesus Christ.
I'm starting to think that maybe 2016 can't be saved.
No.
I don't know, unless
let's just put it on.
Change my mind. I don't know. I thought there would be something good to take out of it, but I feel more disheartened than ever.
So hang around, listen next week for Downercast,
where we look ahead to 2017 and list the reasons why that might be shit as well.
Why that might be rubbish. There's a big one. I don't know if you've heard. Have you been watching the news recently? Sporadically, there's been some kind of election or something. I don't know.
Oh, it's not. You're not talking about Brexit?
Brexit? No, not Brexit. That was a while ago, wasn't it? Yeah, that was another political.
Is there a timestamp on this?
Yeah. What do you mean?
I mean, should we timestamp this? Should we say the date and the time and say what's going on? Or
do you know the date and the time? I thought we just sit in this
room.
Actually,
I don't.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, is that my stomach?
I don't know. Hear that? I thought it was the drilling. Yeah, something happened recently. Apparently, the guy who was in Home Alone 2 got elected to office.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Yeah, so stay tuned and we'll document all of President Macaulay Culkin's... President-elect Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, Vice President Kieran Culkin. Careful, he wets the bed.
Yep.
Do you reckon Alan Sugar would put himself for Prime Minister? Do you reckon he'd follow in someone's footsteps?
You do, as far as I'm aware, you do have to be elected as an MP first.
But that in this country.
Yeah, lords actually can't vote, and he's Lord Sugar, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he is, isn't he?
So maybe now he's a lord, he can't become. You can't go back then, maybe.
Why not?
Well, because they're supposed to be very separate. Am I literally going to explain to you? So
No,
all we've done is we've listed the shit that was rubbish about this year, made a half-assed attempt to find good news stories, which we failed because we just picked them apart because we're so cynical. And then now I'm going to explain to
my tea's gone cold.
How the British parliamentary system works. Do you have MPs, which are in the House of...
That's fine. I'll figure it out.
Commons.
I'll figure it
out. That are elected by
people,
so they're the Commons, and then you have the House of Lords.
So how many electoral colleges do we have?
This has been no laughing matter. I've been dumb.
We're coming at you live from the Electoral College of Birmingham.
At AIMLO Pro.
If you...
Do we have a website too?
If you have thoughts that you wish to share, like, comment, and again, if this is your first time on the internet and this is the first thing you've ever listened to,
sorry,
don't apologise.
There's other shit out there.
We recommend Stumble Upon.
Oh yeah, go to
Apparently we're on there.
Go to Stumble Upon. Yeah.
And
await further instruction.
Await our tweets.
We're on Facebook too. You have Facebook, right? Whoever you are listening, go find us on Facebook.
Go find us on. If this is your first time on the internet, go to Facebook, make a thing, as long as you're over age and, you know, whatever their terms and conditions
What are you going to ask them to make?
Like a Facebook thing.
Sign up.
Book your
This is not a paid endorsement by that crap news website and or Facebook.
Yeah, so if you have Facebook, find us on there. If you have Twitter, find us on there. If you have Snapchat, well done, I guess.
We don't have Snapchat.
We don't have Snapchat. Do we have Instagram?
Should I get Snapchat?
What is Snapchat? Serious question. To my mind,
I'm trying to tail us off.
All I need is Facebook, because Twitter plus Instagram equals Facebook. So just get Facebook. So I don't have a Twitter. I don't have an Instagram. I don't have a Snapchat. I've got WhatsApp, because that's nothing. So I don't know. You're our social media manager.
We got a direct message on Twitter.
Did we?
In 2015. That's kind of fallen through the gap. I'm just going to read it now. Hello, friend. Hello, follower friend. If you haven't already done so, please take a moment to vote for us to win a share of the M&S Energy Fund.
So
whoever that was.
Who was it?
I'm normally quite hot at reading them, but that's the only unread one.
Yeah, but that's just like a like. Should we tweet them back and say, is it too late to vote?
Yeah, you got it. Should I do it right now?
On it.
So yeah, while we do that, go listen to another episode.
Yes. And stay tuned for information about the
live podcast. Have to come and see us. Be fucking dreary.
Halloween.